skin feels like no one else's. It's different somehow. But I don't understand. Is it a hand? Just don't understand. When will it start? My broken heart. Oh, soft on the inside. Oh, soft on the inside. When I feel soft.
Should be quicker than this, right? Sorry. Hey, how you doing, guys? Good to see you. Hamburger Podcast. I think it's Thursday. Fuck knows, you know? You know what I'm saying? Fuck knows. I like that song. It was You're With a Masochist. And that's kind of the topic of the evening. Let me get over to this real quick, icky. Okay, let me just do this right. All right. Hey, guys, welcome to Hamburger Podcast. And it is Thursday, Hamburger. Topic is, are you a narcissist? Now, here's the thing. If you're with a narcissist, you're probably a masochist. If you're with a masochist, you're probably a narcissist. However, a narcissist can be with a narcissist, you know. Now, we are constantly doing head-on collisions on purpose and blaming the other person. You see, we spend so much time in life under the concept of we're right because everyone else is a narcissist for not thinking of me first before themselves like I do. I always put me first. Because unlike them, I'm not a narcissist. They're narcissist. They never put me first. You see the mentality. But we don't see it. We never get it. We don't understand that generally some of the biggest narcissists are those that are always accusing people of being narcissists. You could tell them, but they wouldn't hear you because they're narcissists. But it's an insane circle that transpires. That transpires amongst people in that we throw out narcissists and masochists we throw out narcissists or mansplaining or this or that to anything that we can't disprove or we don't agree with or that doesn't agree with us, you see. And so we tend to, oh, well, they're a fucking narcissist. Why? Because I wanted to do something they didn't. That's not what a narcissist is. They're a fucking narcissist. Why? Because all they do is talk about them. Oh, do you not talk about you? Well, I just don't have anything to say. So there'd be dead air if they didn't talk. Well, yeah, but still. Not still. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you get it? Do you get it? It's you gotta stop putting so much on other people. It's 2020, guys. Even during the pandemic, they were saying, hey, if you're fucking being abused or anything, call the cops. It's no problem. We'll be there for you. If somebody doesn't know that you can call the cops or you can walk away, tell them. I don't know what to say anymore. Like I get it. Like, I mean, there's people who could hold me prisoner. You know what I'm saying? Until I could get a hold of a weapon and kill them. So, I mean, I get it that there's somebody who can kind of hold you hostage of this and that, but then kill them in their sleep. I mean, I don't know what to say to people. It's insane. But again, people throw around narcissist, abuser. Oh my God, the verbal abusing thing. Do you know how many people who've been verbally abused, if you found out the things they also said, just that the person they said them to didn't give two fucks, like they weren't crushed by them, but the other person was crushed by the things said. So the one person's a verbal abuser. If you tell me, fuck you, I think you're a jerk. And I go, hey, fuck you. I think you're an absolute sack of nothing. I think you're an empty-souled, useless piece of shit. Didn't we both call each other names? Didn't we both insult? So am I an abuser because my insult's deeper and harsher and better? You know what I'm saying? Am I the abuser because I'm better at insulting you and I don't care what you have to say about me? What if I don't start the name calling, but I go back with it? Aren't I a participant and not an abuser? Aren't you upset because you lost the roast, so to speak? That's our relationship. And then now I'm an abuser, or now, a verbal abuser, of course. Now, again, any man or woman who hits a man or woman they're with is a piece of shit. You don't hit your partners. And I think we're in a place now where there's mixing, such a mix of genders and this and that we need to say that. Any man or woman who hits their man or woman is a piece of shit, and then you walk away, leave. Now, here's the thing. If you leave and then you go back, or if you stay because you don't have anywhere else to go, that's the same reason hookers hook. We still tell them, hey, you should probably get out of that. It's the same reason people do all kinds of things. It's not the excuse. It's that you don't want to, stand up for yourself. Meaning, I understand you're afraid to stand up for yourself, but you're not willing to stand up for yourself because you're afraid, and that's okay. However, that doesn't make the other person horrible unless they're hitting you. Meaning, if you're a masochist and they're a sadist, each person's doing their part, aren't they? Aren't you participating fully? Aren't you bringing your personality to the relationship? If that same person was with somebody who wasn't a masochist, they probably wouldn't be such a narcissist, so to speak, or a sadist, so to speak. If that person was with someone who wouldn't put up with it, but they like that person, you see, I feel. So if you're bringing victim, they're going to be perpetrator. If you're bringing victim, again, there's plenty of people who enter a relationship not knowing that the person they're about to be with, look, I had a coffee cup thrown at me and my daughter by my ex. I've been hit twice in the face by my ex. I didn't hit her back. I laughed. I mean, I got to be honest. I called her a piece of shit, roach, crap, fuck. All kinds of things afterwards, like after she hit me. I told her she's the biggest piece of garbage ever, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't hit her back. Because I don't need to. That's what I'm saying. She's not going to hurt me. But she hit me. You see what I'm saying? I put up with this shit, and I told her to get the fuck out. And you know what? She said, I'm not leaving. and I'll just call the cops. And I knew she was right. If she called the cops, I'd go to jail that night for any reason. She hit me, but I'd still go to jail. So I just left. It was just better. But, you know, it's like, you know, what I'm saying is, okay, so here, for example, you know, you take a mom who, here's the thing, me and my son, for a couple of years, like, you know, the 14, 15, almost 16 age bracket, we're butting heads a lot. Not in a horrible way. We weren't like cussing each other out and going off and not talking for days. Nope, never happened. He was pissed. I'd text him every day, I love you. He'd text me back, I love you too. But he was mad, he didn't want to talk. Then 3 days later, everything was fine. Then we'd butt heads again, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. I never told him he wasn't my son. I never told him that, you know, he shouldn't call me or don't be my kid or I'm not your dad anymore. I've never said that, nor to my other daughters. Never said anything like that. Funny enough, the only thing I've ever done, which is different for me because I didn't do it in my first divorce where I was a full-time parent too. But in this one, I have done it where she doesn't want to go with her mom. But I really love, like, I love her. She's amazing, by the way. My youngest is the best. I swear to God, she always gives me the greatest dad moments ever. So I love having her. Same time, she's 10 years old. So every 10-year-old is work. I have a great 10-year-old, but it's still work. And so I like having a couple of days off. However, she doesn't want to go to her mom's. And that's fine. But I told her, then you have to really mellow it down. Because if it's going to be 7 days a week all the time, I can't be every day having to tell you something, you know, like one or two, you know, again, I get it. I know there's a lot of parents out there that are dealing kids throwing fits and breaking things, and that's your fault. Let me just tell you that if your kid's shitty, that's your fault. I don't care if you feel bad because I tell you it's your fault. It's your fault. You're a narcissist too. You think it's all about you. No, it's about the kid. The kid matters, not you, not your feelings, not anything to do with you. Your child matters, but step it the fuck up, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm giving a little complaint about the 7 days a week, so to speak, because I'm saying it's work, and my 10-year-old is nothing compared to what some people are dealing with. At the same time, I have the kid I'm supposed to have, the one I work to have. Do you see what I'm saying? I do the work to have a kid that's really great. That's what I'm saying. My trouble with my daughter is like I told her to, eat all her tomato before she didn't. She ate one piece of something else while she was eating her tomato, and I yelled at her. What the fuck? I go, baby, if I tell you to eat your fucking tomato, eat your tomato. And yeah, I do talk like that. I don't hide it. It's funny because in 14 years of teaching, none of my students ever heard me cuss unless they saw me online in comedy. Other than that, they never heard me cuss. My kids have heard me cuss nonstop. But again, you know, I'll tell her, what the fuck, man? What are you doing? You know, I said do da-da-da-da-da, and that to me is beyond frustrating. Beyond okay. If I had to tell her again to not eat anything but her tomato, I'm pissed. Like, I'm not going to beat her. I'm not going to do it. I'm just fucking annoyed. And I'm going to go, oh my God, baby, are you for real? Why is it got to be something where I got to say it 3 fucking times or 4 fucking times or 2 fucking times for a tomato? It's a goddamn tomato. Eat the motherfucking tomato. But do you see, it's a situation where, yeah, I do kind of talk like that. At the same time, she knows exactly like who I am and everything else. And we always talk about it and we discuss it. And she's always able to talk to me at any time she needs. The thing is, if your children are bratty, a problem, total jerks, it's you. You did it. You did it. And you could pretend, oh, no. It was it was their mother. It was their father. No. If you're in their life, it's your fault. You grow your own garden. You reap what you sow. That's the best saying. You reap what you sow. That's all it is. And if you're sowing shit, you're reaping shit. And that's just how it goes. So if you're complaining about your kids and they're rotten and they're this and that, it's because you suck. Just that's okay. I know a lot of parents get so mad. No, parents need to hear that. You know how many, I'll tell you this. I challenge any parent out there, single parent, mother and father, father, mother, whatever it be, any two parents or one parent out there, that I can take their child and have their child achieving 50% more than what they're achieving right now. No problem. If they're a problem, if the child's a problem, don't bring your gifted child who's doing amazing and getting awards. Don't bring my kids to me. But if you have a kid, I will challenge any parent out there that thinks it's their kid, any parent out there that it's their kid, to sit down, to work out a program and a plan and an idea. And I promise you, your child will be improved 50% from where they're at. That's a lot. You're thinking, well, 50%. Yeah, 50%. Meaning your child has a C, they're going to have an A type of situation, is what I'm saying. Like your child, if they're achieving here, they're going to be achieving in a good place. I'm not going to, if I could tell you some stupid number to make people happy. You see, that's what people do. They tell you a dumb number. 100% improvement. That's not what happens. I can take your child 50% greater, though, and they'll act right, and they'll feel better, and they'll be more positive, and it'll be their choice. And I won't scare them, and I won't trick them, and I won't brainwash them. It'll all be their choice. It's logic. Logic is the greatest thing in the world. The biggest dickhole teacher ever taught me logic in college at Pierce College. This guy was a douche. He literally told college students that he had the fickle finger of justice, and if he does this to you, you are just to get up and come up to him, and that's it, and put whatever, something for some reason, like say your if he ever would have done that to me, I would have stabbed him. Me and my younger sister had the class together, and my oldest sister was having a baby during finals, and we had finished our finals, and we go, hey, we're going to split. My sister's having a baby right now. They text us, but we're done with our final. And he goes, well, you're going to, I go, hey, look, motherfucker, my sister's having a baby. I'm going to go split. If you fucking do anything, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Because he was a total dick. And my sister goes, yeah, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. Don't do what? Do fucking something about this. I swear to God. They go, she goes, whoa, oh my God. And so, yeah, we're Jew trash. That's what we are. I'm Jewish and I'm white. I'm the most white trash Jew ever. I know it. But anyway, and then so we walked out. I got a C in the class. It wasn't like I did great anyway. Greatest class ever. I didn't even know what I learned until one day it all hit me. Logic. If you just start looking at the world with logic, it'll change your entire perspective of everything. You'll stop being a narcissist. See, I was a narcissist in that sense. Here, you want to test, watch this. If someone tells you about something about them, do you go like this? Hell yeah. Or do you go, oh yeah, hey, that's great. And you're thinking, I fucking wish that I had that. I didn't get that. Nobody does that for me. If everything someone says, you think of the perspective that you would have, how it would have for you're a narcissist. If everybody is always doing you wrong, if you ever seen Gem Cutting, I always say the movie wrong, but I think it's Gem Cutting or Cutting Gems, whatever it be. He never got how people could screw him over, fuck him over, and not come through with what they fucking said they'd come through with. He totally got why he didn't, and he didn't get why they didn't understand why he couldn't. Like, he couldn't believe this one guy fucked him over, and he had already fucked over that guy, and the guy didn't know yet that he had fucked him over. The guy just fucked him over way better. So they fucked each other over, but neither could understand how the other could have in that sense. That's the mentality of all of us. That's what I'm saying. You're probably a narcissist if you're like that. If you think everyone's always fucking you over. And I'm going to tell you, I was a total narcissist. Somebody would call me up and tell me how they got a part or they got this. Like, oh, that's fucking great, bro. I didn't mean it. I wasn't happy for them. I wanted a part. But then I realized, oh my God, these are separate worlds and separate things. And I'm bringing a negativity to my own life. And for a while now, a couple of years now, someone tells me, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm genuinely really happy for people now. Like I am deeply happy for people when they tell me cool things. I'm happy when I see pretty much anyone doing anything. Hell, I saw Jamar Neighbors. Jamar Neighbors, okay, I've known him for a while. He's a nice enough guy. I knew him back in the day. He could have thrown me a bone, whatever. I'm kidding. No, but I'm saying like I thought that way, right? But I love the fucking Black Jesus thing, and he's hysterical in it. And I support it. Because I'm proud. Fuck yeah, dude. Like, rock on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the old me would have been like, well, he didn't do anything for me. You see, that's the thing. He doesn't owe me anything. We just knew each other. He didn't owe me anything. But I felt like he did. I felt like, come on, bro, I'm a school teacher. I'm this. That's how I thought for a long time. I'm a good person. I do good stuff, so people should do for me. And I thought, that's so not good. That's the opposite of good. I've hit a beautiful spot in my life where I couldn't give two fucks what somebody thinks of me as long as I feel like I am doing what I should be doing. And I don't have massive respect for that person, which I would listen to. You see, there's reasons I would listen to someone, but I'm free of caring if someone's mad at me or if someone's this. You're probably right. I got to move on. I got to get shit done. And that's the thing is I was so involved that I thought everything was so important and everything people needed to think more of me. And I realized a couple of years ago, I'm being a total fucking narcissist. Like my ex would probably call me a narcissist. She's exactly the same. Everything's about her and this and that. We were perfect for each other in that sense. We were both horrible fucking narcissists. That neither of us thought we were. She thought she was the Che Guevara of the world, but meanwhile, she went to school in like Orange County, and, it was and she was a skateboarder, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, she had a pretty whatever life. The point I'm trying to make is we were both narcissists. I just finally realized, holy shit, I really am. Like, I really do make things about me. And I have a good friend of mine, Jose, who who gave me this computer actually that I'm using right now, which is working so beautifully with everything, the background and everything. You see this shit, right? Do you see that? Yeah. And, so I learned a lot of things about myself and stuff like that. But the thing is, I knew I was never really a narcissist because of the way I am with my children. At the same time, I was super self-absorbed and I made everything about me. I was open to hear people and I listened. But I was really mad if they didn't listen. Then I realized I'm just the kind of guy who listens. I listen to people and I give advice. And if I give too much advice, people get mad. And that's when they should hang up or say goodbye and not call me till they want advice again or they want to talk again. And I realized that I can't control people and I can't control their feelings or anything else. What I can do is be me. And I really kind of like me finally, kind of I say because I have a little bit further to go. But I do like me and I do enjoy being around me. If that makes sense. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just want to see if my recording stopped. I don't think it did. No. Okay, good. But yeah, I do. I finally like me, and it's taken 50 freaking years. I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth. At the ages of, what was it? Nance, what's up? Between the ages of probably 15, 16 to almost 27, 28. I just rock and rolled through life. I didn't think of shit. I was a big dick in it, and I was 206 pounds, 18-inch arms, just fucking buff and big dick, and then rock and rolling through life and this and that, and just having the best time. Still had my issues and everything else, but yeah, just straightforward, shot through. Kind of a dick, still just lived it for real, Had a great time, had a lot of money, had good cars, good times, good places to live, whatever. It was a moment, and that was beautiful. And then from that point on, when I got married and everything else, and I changed my whole life, and I stopped giving the fuck you to some people. And yeah, well, I stopped living life, and I wasn't being me. And then probably around 48 or so, I realized, man, I really need to motherfucking be me. Like, I really need to go back to being me and just let go. Just fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would even do this show, and I think if people got insulted or someone was mad or if someone didn't watch the show, I don't care. I'm not watching your show anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if one person watches or 1,000 watch, I don't care. I got nothing better to do anyway, and I'm very informative. And it is interesting. And a lot of you do need to look at the fact that you're a narcissist. I do know that a lot of you feel like everybody you're with is a narcissist and everybody you're with is bad and this and that. But we all need to all look at ourselves. There are people out there that are happy together. There's people out there having the best time in the world together, but they're not narcissists and they're not complainers and they're not masochists and they're not this and that. They're people who bust ass and go through life trying to grab the best adventures and do things. And they're hanging with their families and they're having a great time. Those people do exist. I just don't know a lot of them. But yeah, so that's my deal. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my thing right now. And I don't know. I mean, you got to ask yourself, are you a narcissist? Are you a masochist? Are you a bitch? Are you an asshole? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I say, oh man, stop being a cunt. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe you called me a cunt. Right there, you're a cunt. That's being a cunt. You see what I'm saying? The reason I use the word cunt is look at your next action. Over a word. Over a word. Why aren't you more mad that I think you're being that? Like, you should be like, wait, why do you think I'm being that? What's your proof? Not, you used a word. And that's the problem in the world. You used this word or that word or this word. That might be part of the problem, but why is that the whole problem? Why is that the whole problem? Why don't you prove me wrong on what I said? Because that's really the only word really directly used to call somebody, to really shit on someone. You know what I'm saying? It's a great word. It's to point out that somebody's being really cunty, twatty. I mean, just right there, boom, boom, total dick. Genitalia, man, nails people and their actions. It's great to use. Total asshole. You see what I'm saying? Genitalia is the greatest way to describe shitty people. See? Because they're assholes, they're dicks, those people are acting nuts, those people are balls to the walls, they're a bunch of twats, cunts. I think that's about it. Anyway, that's the point. A great way to describe people a lot of times. And I think it should be used. And so I think, when people get so caught up. And that's what I'm saying. You're a narcissist if you're so caught up on the terminology other people use because you think your fucking feelings matter that much. If you get triggered because someone else uses words, you're an idiot. Get triggered because of people's actions. Get triggered because somebody says words that attack. Carol Newall, how you doing, love? Get triggered because somebody says something racist. Get triggered. You see what I'm saying? If I were to say, all women are cunts, now I'm a cunt. That makes me a cunt. Because not all women are cunts by any means. Not most women, not women in general. A cunt is a cunt is a cunt. To me. Again, this is all based on me. I don't know you're right and wrong. This is my right and wrong. This is my definition. See, we can each have our own, because what I'm not doing is attacking anyone. I'm not saying that anybody with a cunt is horrible. No, I'm not saying anyone with a vagina is bad. I'm saying the person is a cunt the way the British call each other cunts. I mean it exactly beautifully like that. A total twat of a person. You see? I don't mean more than that. I understand even why we wouldn't use faggot or something like that, because it's offensive. So I understand why we wouldn't use that anymore. I understand why we don't use racial words. I totally get that. Why? Oh my God, thank you. You know, I mean, again, nothing new to me. I've been not using them for a long fucking time. And so that's what I'm saying. I totally get that, because if we attack gender, if we attack sexuality or race, that's personalizing. If I call somebody a cunt, you'd have to know whose cunt I'm talking about to know who to tell to be offended, or if they should be offended, or if it's a wonderful cunt I'm talking about, and they should feel flattered that I've compared them to such a beautiful anthill of a cunt. Do you see what I'm saying? If you knew, if there was an actual cunt I was talking about, or a twat that I was talking about, I was referring to, and it was like, oh, you fucking Barbara Stelling's cunt. And you're like, what the fuck? Barbara Stelling has the ugliest cunt I've ever seen in my life. Though we're a total beef taco. That's a goddamn insult. Now, I go, yeah, but you're Sheila Eckhart's cunt. And then you go, oh my God. That sweetheart has a cunt like an anthill. It is beautiful. I swear to God, I could literally see Jesus if you look across the top of it. It is the sweetest thing ever. It looks like the sand blowing across the Sahara Desert, right across the top of that shaved, beautiful fucking cunt. That is such a compliment. Thank you. You see, but what I mean is the slang word cunt. You're a pain in the ass. You're shitty. You're nothing. You're filth. You're a pain. You're a whiner. You're a victim. You're a snowflake. Cunt. Cunt is an easier way to say it all. So I throw out cunt. And then everyone goes, Aah! And then I think, and then right away, I'm like, oh shit, you're a cunt. As I say, when I went on the date and I had to just walk away because it was like, oh, God, this is horrible. This couldn't go any better. Why keep going? I'd be a cunt to stay. I'd be an idiot to stay. I'd be a masochist. If I was a masochist, I would have stayed for the date with the narcissist. But I didn't. Now, maybe I'm a narcissist and that's why I left. That's possible. Definitely not a masochist. At the same time, if I'm with somebody and they're like, I'm no good, I suck, I'm the worst, I should just listen to everybody around me. And if they talk like that, I'm gone. I mean, with my voice, because it's way too deep for a woman. It would just be there'd be a telltale sign. The point I'm trying to make is, I'd bail. I wouldn't be somebody's narcissist. I wouldn't be somebody's sadist to their masochism. Nor will I be somebody's masochist to their sadism or narcissism. I won't do it. I won't be a part of either side. So I walked away. I've walked away from tons of things. Again, I am a problem. Don't get me wrong. I'm a pain in the ass. Many years, since my dad was gone, I have always looked toward other people to help me do anything. I've always turned toward people to help me become successful and then got mad that nobody would. Thank you, Carol. I'm working on it. But I was always turning to people and going like, oh, even with the iTunes thing, which I'm on everything now. Guys, check me out on iTunes. But iTunes, Spotify, everything. I'm Burger Podcast, guys. Check it out everywhere, please. So, and I'm going to be doing a lot more shows about this, about personalities and things like this. I'm done with a lot of the feckin' talk about riots and COVID and any of this shit. I'm sick of it. There's no point in it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Wait. There's a total point in the protests and everything else. And I'm a huge believer in Black Lives Matter. If you look at all my old podcasts way back when, I was talking about Black Lives Matter. If you look before Black Lives Matter, I was talking, again, I have a 10-year-old daughter who's half Black. I grew up in neighborhoods like that. I've taught in the school. Yeah, I get it. I've never not got it. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying I want to have my show bring a different perspective, not so much always positive, just a different perspective of life and thoughts and things like this. And that's why I say things to think about as far as, are you a narcissist? And again, are you happy for other people when great things happen? Truly happy. A lot of us pretend we are. A lot of us tell ourselves, oh, no. You have to be honest with yourself. Am I truly happy? Or when someone tells me something, do I kind of go, If you do, you have to go, okay, I don't want to do that. All you have to do is tell yourself, stop doing that. Hey, whoa, fucking great. And you convince yourself, not convince you, but you remind yourself that you're a human and you need to be happy for these people. And you get why your first thought might be, and then you go, no, I am happy. And you teach yourself and train yourself to, and then now it's like automatic. I'm just really actually like, fuck yeah, good for you. Because it's like a positivity in the world and good that someone's getting something doing good. And then the other questions are, again, is it always someone else's fault? Do you do what I do? Where things didn't get done because someone always let you down. Someone always let you down. But who really just letting you down is me. I like yourself. I let me down. I let me down by not doing what I needed to do to get it done. That was what Jose taught me. Jose goes out there and he gets what he needs to get done. No matter how he's got to do it, what he's got to do, that motherfucker gets what he needs to get done. And what things he wants, he just step by step does everything to go get them. He doesn't look around left. He doesn't look around. He doesn't look around left. He doesn't look around right. He goes and gets them. And for that, he's inspired me. I appreciate the computer. I appreciate the mic. I've asked him to get me a office. That's what I need. I need an office. This is what I need. Like office space. By the way, if anyone can help me get office space for a small school, please let me know. Anyway, that aside, the computer's really nice. The priceless gift, though, is showing me that I am putting so much on other people for my success and then blaming them when I fail because I did nothing and dropped the ball. I've stopped doing that. I follow through on my own shit and I get my own shit and I get my own things done. And I've been being better about it and it works out so much better. So I will tell you this. If you think everyone's letting you down and nobody's there for you, it's because you're probably not there for anyone really either. And you're too looking for other people to do what you need to do yourself. And that's what I've been working on and realizing everything I need to do myself. If I want things, I need to do them. If someone's keeping something from me, I need to go take it. I do. You see? Do for yourself. Fuck, El Chapo could tell you that. Do for yourself. You want something, get it done. You know what I'm saying? And if they won't do it, then, you kidnap their family. Just normal shit. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you don't follow El Chapo's whole, business plan. Just the parts where he succeeds. Guys, I love El Chapo.